we found out a thing last week. They shut the servers for this game down, and you need the servers in order to play multiplayer. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play, and Specs and Chezni are going to provide commentary, probably while I'm making a fool of myself. And that's how we're gonna finish this game, because we are going to finish this damn game, damn it. I started it, I want to finish it.
A moment of silence for the Activision servers.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Activision. I get it, I just, why can I not host a game or something? I don't know. I'm just annoyed, because I was actually having fun playing multiplayer, and I'm like, oh, come on!
It was fun. I'd been looking forward to it.
Well, hopefully you will still be somewhat amused by watching me play. Unfortunately, and I'm really sad, because I was so happy. I was like, yay, Chezni's gonna play Soundwave, because I refused to play Soundwave, because he basically has a healing gun, which is all but useless when you have computer, like, allies. So I'm like, oh yay, Soundwave will get some love! And I refuse to play as anybody that isn't Megatron in the Decepticon campaign, if he's available, because unlike most of the other guns, you cannot pick up the fusion cannon as a drop. I'm using the damn fusion cannon.
You can't steal Megatron's arm?
No, but in the sequel game you can.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Well, I mean, why not? The man stole a Prime arm, or Prime's arm in Transformers Prime, did he not? Alright, wait, what chapter? Yeah, Iacon destroyed. We are an Iacon destroyed. Our 3 characters available are Breakdown, Soundwave, and Megatron, and Soundwave rather sadly doesn't, like, have any way to use his cassettes when you're playing as him, which makes me sad. Because he definitely uses them to fight you later.
That's disappointing. I would have liked to have played with Breakdown.
Yeah.
Yes. Specs, you're with me in that you're a big Breakdown fan, right? Or no, wait, no, this is Breakdown, not Knockout. Sorry.
Well, I like both of them.
Is Knockout in this game?
No, not at all. Knockout was created wholesale for Prime. Like, he didn't appear in anything before that. Whereas Breakdown, even if Prime wasn't out yet, which I don't think it was a character that existed in G1.
Yes, he came out late in Season 2, and he was part of the Stunticons. And his personality quirk is that he's very neurotic. Like, he thinks street lights are staring at him.
Wow, that was quite different in Prime, wasn't it?
Wow.
Well, that's just in G1. He's not paranoid about things in Prime. Because he's an entirely different character with a completely different origin, probably. Though a lot of people like to write him as originally being a member of the Stunticons.
Is it bad my brain just jumped straight to, well, it's amazing how much less neurotic he is after getting boned for a couple million years, huh?
Oh god, the fact that apparently...
I'm just saying! Somebody look at Knockout and tell me that boy don't fuck! I'm just saying!
Well, the fact that Knockout's entire design philosophy was apparently make him sexy.
Oh, you're one of those.
Starscream, you have no room to talk! No room!
Now I kind of want to go and get out the Prime art book, but this is not the time, so let's get to the game.
Let's get to me blowing things up. Oh, thank fuck.
Hungry for more power, Megatron plans to corrupt the very core of Cybertron itself with Dark Energon. But to do so, he must first find the Omega Key, which will unlock the gateway to the core.
Nothing bad can happen with this plan.
Full-scale assault on
Megatron.
Capital city of the Autobots.
This is a terrible idea.
Why
Why does he think this is a good idea?
He really wants the space crack.
I guess, but did he need to give it to the planet?
He wants to infect the planet with space crack to get more space crack.
So he needs a space crack generating machine.
Under my leadership, Decepticon victory is assured.
Do not fail me.
Why aren't we joining the main battle, Megatron?
While Starscream attacks Zeta Prime's armies head-on, we shall move behind enemy lines and obtain the Omega Key.
Because
the Omega what?
he basically will be invisible.
Omega say what?
Once I have access to the core, I will infuse it with Dark Energon and subject the entire planet's energy supply to my
Does that building have a face?
You know, it might. Oh, fuck. Who's shooting at me, you bastards?
Even the Autobots aren't foolish enough to
exploded.
leave the stellar galleries
So, Specs, now we get to act like we're the masters of everything, and we would never make any of the mistakes.
Yeah, you guys have fun over there. I'll just, you know, I'll put my metaphorical life on the line. Or, you know, insert comment about, I still have a fusion cannon here, thank you.
Oh.
Fucking rocket fuckers.
I can't decide if the lighting is like very warm or if that's supposed to be the metal color. But one of those things, pieces of wall, looks like a face.
That's what Chezni said too.
Fucking with me.
The building is staring at you, Specs. The building is staring at you. It's a friendly building.
No.
I'm like watching. Now I feel like I'm watching a children's show where like everything has faces.
I think your friends on the right exploded for like no reason.
Okay, can you stay still, you?
Initiating weapon tooling.
Neutron, we need more bullets, or you need to have better aim. Oh my God! Go away! Oh, sorry, Specs.
This area actually looks like it would be really pretty if it wasn't in the middle of a firefight.
Yeah!
I agree.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, we're actually outside in what passes as daylight on Cybertron, which we haven't gotten to see, like, this entire time, you know?
Yeah.
So wait, is it normal for Cybertron to have water?
Yeah.
That's not water.
It's Energon.
Oh. The
Although,
Energon must flow.
Sometimes it has water, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it has a sea of rust.
Sometimes it's got other things. I mean, it could be like some sort of metal with a very low melting point.
Yeah. Pick
Gotcha.
one. Oh good, I got it. Sniper rifle? No? Damn.
Just the fact that your method of opening certain things just involves beating the shit out of it with...
Why do you think I'm like Megatron Smash? Because it's very, very accurate. Thank you. Look, if I'm playing as a hulking warlord, I'm going to have fun with it, okay?
Megatron, sensors indicate
Trying to shoot the Decepticons because I'm like, people are running at me!
I don't see anything.
The Autobots are here. No doubt skulking in the shadows.
Oh yeah, the
And you
Autobots,
heard to talk.
known for their skulking.
Yes! God, even our
Known
guys
for
are
their
stupid when they
deception.
die.
Never mind our faction name.
Right.
You are being deceived. God damn it.
Bye,
I'm
Megatron.
deceiving myself, apparently.
Just shaking off the rust.
Uh-huh.
Space rust.
I wish it would have saved me
This
picking shit up, though.
downfall of countless Autobots.
Alright, so they're here for the Omega Key. And they want the Omega Key because...
They need the key to get to the center of the planet so he can put his spacecraft into the
Autobots
planet.
are here.
I kind of want to say that the Omega Key is supposed to open the Omega Lock.
Well,
but-
it's held by Omega Supreme, so you're not wrong.
Omega
Ah,
Supreme.
they really
know-
like their Omega naming. Their
You know, the
naming
one that
things.
sounds like a
Return
burrito.
fire.
Yeah.
Destroy anything that
Sounds like the
moves.
kind of thing you go to a fast food restaurant and order.
Except that having that order means that you automatically want to murder all the Constructicons.
Your rage at the Constructicons will be complete.
Yes, I'd like a number 6 and a Mega Supreme with a side of killing all the Destructicons.
Constructicons, but yes.
Constructicons, sorry.
with a side of the rage at being betrayed by my Constructicon bros.
Yep.
So wait, are those the green and purple ones?
Yep.
Yes.
They make the
Green and
purple
purple construction equipment.
What does Mega Supreme hate?
Watch our podcast and find out.
Yeah.
I edited your podcast.
We haven't gotten to that episode yet. That's why I'm making that joke.
Gotcha.
But yes, please, Specs, feel free to enlighten him. I just had to rib him first.
It involves crimes against architecture.
Great.
Crimes against architecture.
Well, that's roughly what happens. Very roughly.
Megatron is keeping his troops on his toes. Didn't expect me to throw a grenade at your feet, did ya?
Every bit as formidable as you predicted.
On your toes, Breakdown! On your toes!
Excellent, Starscream. Continue engaging them so that I can acquire the Omega Key.
There's something off about that Starscream guy, Megatron.
So wait, those
I don't trust
enemies you were fighting earlier were
I
invisible,
trust
weren't
Starscream about as
Yeah.
far
Yep.
as I can blast him.
They
But he
turned up
shows
in
a
one of
rare
the
cunning
previous
that I find
areas.
Intriguing.
Thank you!
Though I'm not sure what they are, or what they'd be based off of in previous,
Move forward and flank
I don't
them.
know.
Let nothing
They're all
stand in
smoke
my
screens.
way.
Need to
more likely
Are
to
they
be
all
Mirage.
Mirages?
Mirage, sorry. I don't know why I get Mirage and Smokescreen mixed up.
I mean, well, they do similar things, but in completely different ways. Mirage
Yeah.
keeps people from seeing him by turning invisible. Smokescreen keeps people from seeing things by generating smoke.
Yeah.
The one's really fancy and the other one just pollutes the environment. Got it.
Yeah, you know,
More or
I
less.
feel like, I have the feeling Mirage would agree with that statement, like, a lot. You would probably have made his day by describing it that way. Oh. Why did I do that? That doesn't net me anything. I like to smash things. That's what I'm doing.
It's addicting.
Smash, 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 smash.
Let's go, Decepticon!
Breakdown looks so tiny compared to him, to
Yeah.
Megatron.
Those guys didn't stand a chance.
You're very good at the sniper stuff.
It's easier because I'm not in a firefight. I don't actually do that well when I oh, I wish this has this thing the sequel did where you can swap arms. I don't do very well in the middle of a fight, unfortunately. That's why I do this.
Miles is their sniper.
And then they threw the sniper into the game by herself.
I'm the one who gets lost, and Specs is the one who runs up and cuts people.
I'm gonna cut you.
Well, you're not the only one who gets lost, Chezni. I do too.
It is true. We both get lost.
Yeah. The problem I find is just that a lot of a lot of games have to reuse environment assets enough that I have difficulty identifying other areas. Because a lot of it just looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh, looks the fucking same!
Pretty much.
Those batteries feed the security grid. Quickly, infuse the batteries with dark energon.
Space crack! It's some space crack! He wants to use space crack for things!
Megatron just used his force powers to open that door.
Yes.
What? Why does he not just use his force power to do everything now?
I kinda does use it for
Or
a
was
bunch
he
of
just like
things.
supercharged when he first got it? Now he's coming off.
I mean, I think he was supercharged when he first got it, for sure.
He got
Yeah,
that
now
bite
he's...
bait, and now he's just chasing after that.
Yeah, he's chasing after that
Sweet,
high.
sweet
What is shooting
high.
at me?
I think
Also-
you're shooting yourself.
Maybe I am, but I didn't think I could do that
We
with
gotta
the
turn off these
cannon.
lasers before we all get
Oh.
fried.
I don't know how you're supposed to turn off the lasers.
I know there must be a way, I just don't remember
Violence.
how.
See, Specs, After watching all of, you know, the footage that I've edited for the videos that we were able to play together in, you are amazingly good at finding. You are amazingly good at finding the buttons we need to push.
Yeah, I'm actually suffering from that right now.
I think Specs nailed like 75% of anything we needed to interact with.
I don't know, it's a talent, I guess? Well, maybe you're supposed to shoot something?
I think she just needed to go over and hit the computer. It looks like it's off now.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I had to, you know, put my space crack all up in it. That's what I had to do. Seems legit. And now I literally don't care about any other gun because I have just who I want.
How do you think Starscream would feel about Megatron using his gun?
You might find it hot.
He got it. There we go, yeah.
It's like, obviously, this is the hottest thing.
I mean, the only thing hotter is him using Megatron, right?
Yeah.
Now that would be a fun part of the game, if in multiplayer Megatron turned into a gun, other people could pick him up and use him.
That would be very fun.
I'm feeling pretty taxed myself.
That could be kind of weird, actually. I'm wondering what that sort of...
Well,
like,
I don't know.
would other people have the ability to actually shoot you, or would you still have control of the shooting?
I think they would just move and you would shoot.
That could be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Like, it might give you a power-up or something.
I will see that and raise you. Imagine trying to have to control a combiner between 3 people.
Oh god, 5 people.
Yeah, no, I know, but like if you had to limit it or something, so there were only 3 players. I just think it sounds funny.
Honestly, it reminds me of that game like QWOP, I think. Basically, where you have to control each of the limbs with
QWOP.
Yeah, or there's a similar game where you have to control a horse. Or a unicorn, and often it just flops.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Apparently Megatron is in fact petty enough to shoot these things.
Yeah, what?
He's like, they're all wimps! They have a meditation room! How dare they have that?
Oh, I was under the impression that they were like ads.
Megatron hates ads!
Or at least that's what I was thinking.
Oil change at Sparky's? I'll show you oil change.
God damn it.
This is for interrupting my space tube episode.
It was from space! I do love that idea. I love the idea of it being, those being like pop-up ads. That's way funnier.
Yeah, Specs.
I mean, honestly, you're welcome. It's just Cybertron seems like the sort of place where you would have pop-up ads everywhere.
Also, apparently the Omega Key was just here in this room.
What? In the room with all the space pop-ups?
Yes.
Well, maybe there are representations of the moons? In which case, it looks like there's an awful lot of Cybertronian moons.
One empty container.
Thanks, Breakdown.
I'm warning you right now. You are toying with forces beyond your understanding or control.
Primes in their chins.
Zeta Prime.
Thinking the same thing.
I see you
Maybe they based it off of animated, because that was one chin-tastic animation.
Yeah, animated is just chin-tastic all the way through. Let's be honest, but Sentinel had like the most chin-tastic chin out of all of the chins.
The chinniest chin.
From your lifeless hands.
Oh, you have it, so I just have to kill you to get it. Cool.
Right. Oh, wait, no, that's not what you're supposed to think.
You're supposed to be like, oh no, that sounds difficult!
And Megatron's just like, oh, you're challenging me? Congratulations, you're dead.
What a terrible case of me murdering you seems to have come down with it.
Oh yes, please just stand there. Let me shoot you. That's my favorite thing. Yes.
Man, Owls makes this look easy.
Yeah.
I remember these doggone flying guys in the first chapter, and I had no idea what to do.
Actually, now I'm wondering what, like, Megatron's preferred scent would be, or if Cybertronians even have, like, fragrance preferences.
Ah, yes, the scent of motor oil.
But a couple of them reference their olfactory sensors, so they must have some kind of scent.
Yeah, they clearly can smell, but that's like, yeah, what scents do they like? I mean, like, humans seem to like flowers or the smell of rain. What do Cybertronians like?
Crop rust.
I mean, honestly, would rust smell like the beach to them, considering the sea of rust?
Rust is usually seen as a bad thing. I'm gonna say it really wouldn't have the same taste. That was a weird direction to take that, but okay.
Yeah.
So the sea of rust is actually like a beach of rust?
Maybe not. The problem is I'm not entirely sure if it's considered like a wasteland or
a destination, as it were.
Yeah.
Like a destination in your mind?
Well, I mean like a vacation destination kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
I really don't know. Oh, fuck. No! No! You! You!
You need to reload.
We died against them so many times in the first chapter!
Right. Yeah, they were rough.
That's great, but we're gonna do it from higher ground, buddy.
I mean, maybe different metals have different scents.
Or minerals?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe the Autobots would find more organic notes more interesting because it would be exotic and they're more used to those. Whereas Decepticons might prefer more metallic scents. I don't know.
Oh,
Soundwave. Trace Zeta Prime's broadcast signal.
Wow! Wow! He wasn't even trying to hide himself. Soundwave can do it that quickly.
Surrounding this maintenance access door. You heard him.
Smash it, you say.
Ooh.
Oh, thank fuck.
Subsystems provide a direct line to the broadcast origin.
Alright, so we're in green light mode now.
Yeah, and I don't much like it because... Nah.
Megatron,
Oh, look!
meanwhile,
More things that want to kill us!
demonstrates he doesn't properly know how to open doors.
Well, he was born in a mine. Why would he use doors?
This is the shortest distance to travel. Breakdown.
Okay, who would design this like this? Like, seriously, that's a door.
Maybe it was like a maintenance store or something. I don't know.
Oh, the coffee room? Oh, it's down
you can either
the
take
pillar
the
of
stairs,
evil fan death.
or
Death
you
fan.
can brave the fans of death, but if you miss them, you will die. How much do you want your coffee?
It's too exciting. I'll do without coffee.
And try not to get crushed by the trains.
You're joking, right?
Oh, trains?
I am famous.
Is this their mass transit system?
Now get moving before I dismantle you myself.
I'm known for my sparkling sense of humor.
Oh, it's mass transit system time. With mines.
It's a pity Megatron is a tank while everyone else is a traveling vehicle.
Right? Like, they're so much faster than me, and I don't just think it's because they're computer AIs.
I'm honestly sort of amused that Soundwave is faster.
I mean, he is a vehicle in this one.
I know, but considering that his most well-known iterations aren't vehicles. It's just, I always just find it really funny.
It's like that scene in Beast Wars. For the Megatron Alliance! He turns into a tank neck.
Oh, Ravage, I love you. Oh dear, I remember this, I died. I don't remember
Here's some
very
really
much.
good advice. Don't get hit by a train.
Right? I'm like, Megatron did not listen to his own advice the first time I played through this level, I don't think.
And we're back to the green.
Yeah. Cybertron's a dark, dark place, Vex.
A brilliant addition to my efforts.
Megatron, do you say that every time you pick up ammo? I don't mean out loud, I mean to yourself.
He very well could.
I don't know.
He likes to talk to himself.
He just likes to talk.
It's no use, Megatron. The door's locked.
A simple solution then. Break the locks.
I was gonna say, I was like, what?
You have to shoot through something?
Yeah, but I think I have to go over here to the other direction or something. Yeah.
Oh, of course, you have to go to the other side of the door to open the locks on the door. Why don't we just climb through there?
We're not
I mean-
savages.
We gotta be polite, gotta knock first, and then we open.
Megatron's
then we
idea
go
of knocking is to fusion cannon blast through the door. I mean, don't you know it?
Move to that exit now.
You do not want the third.
The third goes into your head.
Quickly, infuse the
Yeah.
batteries with dark energon.
Seems legit.
Oh, I think, yeah, it looks like you need to,
Shoot everything.
When don't I?
I mean, did you activate the thing?
No, because I'm trying to kill the things that are shooting at me.
Good point.
That guy is really content just to stand up there.
Yeah.
We believe in you, Owls.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I believe in you. I want that health over there, though.
Classic shooter dilemma.
Oh, Soundwave, you're a beautiful bastard.
He is earning his keep today.
Soundwave always earns his keep, in my opinion. Soundwave could be having an off day and he would still be more useful than half the cons.
Oh, yeah. But in this iteration, he doesn't have offensive features or combat features.
I know you meant offensive, but my brain totally just heard like he's offensive somehow. Doesn't like that.
Excellent
Now that's
work,
clearly
Soundwave.
the sound wave
Now
from
unlock the
Animated.
exit door.
He was fine. He was fine. Like,
Yeah, the
no,
most
I didn't like him as much as some of
catchy,
the other
annoying
sound waves, but I liked him anyway.
He was
Move
pretty funky
Decepticons.
fresh.
Double time.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright,
Oh,
so
is it time for trains? Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Is it time for trains again?
Might be. Oh no, just Mines is death.
Well, I mean, those were there in the last go round too.
Yeah, more trains. The Cybertronian transit system is.
What does that mean? That doesn't.
So
seem
whose
like
idea do you think it was to put all these
Don't
ramps
get hit
down
by
here?
the train, you fool.
Megatron, we are far more likely to get hit by a train than either of your subordinates because I'm the one behind the steering wheel. Obviously they're for maintenance bots, honey.
Well, they're obviously forgetting over those trains that
From
are
there,
perpendicular
we
to
can
you.
infiltrate the lower levels of Iacon.
What? That's it? That was
They're
kinda
probably like,
fun.
Well, we could dig safety maintenance tunnels, you know, to go under the trains. They were like, no, you fool! Ramps! Ramps are the way to go.
There's much sexier.
It'll be awesome. We'll get all the Cybertronian chicks, all 2 of them.
Get all the hot jets.
Yeah. The jets are the ones they're trying to allure, my dear.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how many of the trains might actually be other Transformers who are just like so done with the firefight in their workplace.
That's a good point.
I mean, to be fair, we only know of like the only time we've really seen train Transformers was in
Astro?
Well, no.
Yes, there's Astro Train, and then there's the 3 of them from Car Robots in the original Rid.
Yeah, I mostly meant like working train like robots that worked as trains is what I'm trying to get across there.
Which is the 3 from Car Robots.
Yeah.
Because they like abandon. At least one of them abandons a group of passengers in a tunnel to go and fight Decepticons or Predacons.
Oh wow.
You know, I kind of want to see what would happen if an Autobot who was shielded was just in there when a train comes through.
Right? And that's how I died, by being crushed. Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know, somebody hit me.
From our perspective, I think it looked like we were winning.
Yeah.
Alright, come out wherever you are, so I can...
It's train time. Unfortunately, we can't get in the trains.
All shall fall before Megatron.
That's nice, buddy.
His ego requires it.
Look, I'm just saying, riding shotgun with this character just involves me being like, that's nice.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh, you can't see health when you're in the zoomed in.
Yeah.
That might have been what he says.
Maybe. Or maybe your character, maybe Megatron just ended up on the tracks?
I don't think so, I was back behind the boxes. God damn it, how many of there are you?
A lot?
A lot, yeah.
A lot of Autobots were really unhappy with their life and wanted a quick death.
And I'm providing it for them. Got it. Megatron's providing a service.
Rerouting the weapons.
Is it? Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Remember being a kid and playing games and like things like running across railroad tracks always freaked me out.
You were always afraid of the trains squishing you?
I don't know why.
Well, I mean,
I marked this area for
trains are dangerous.
Are you insane? I mean, yes, brilliant, Megatron.
That inflection was amazing. Thank you, Knockout.
Breakdown?
Breakdown. Yeah, sorry. I blame Chezni. He was talking about Knockout earlier.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Always. I don't know why I'm wasting my ammo when they're just gonna get bombed with Dark Energon. Megatron, should I ask how you got this much Dark? I know we supplied you with Dark Energon, but you had enough to make Dark Energon bombers? Really?
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it turns into exponential growth at some point. That would make it easier.
He just wants easy supply of space crack. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Autobots unloading off the train!
Leave no Autobot alive.
I don't know why you felt the need to say never leave any Autobots alive.
Okay, what needs doing?
He just wants to. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, you won't let us open the doors until we kill them all.
Yeah.
For some reason. Soundwave being incredibly petty.
Blast those aerial bots!
Oh,
Yeah,
goody.
the odd clipping on the box.
Oh, it's the aerial bots again. I don't think they're a combiner in this one, or maybe not. Maybe they are, I don't know.
No, that's just what they call any flying Autobot, I've noticed.
Oh, that's...
I know, not confusing at all, but...
Yeah, not a fan.
So wait, what are they called in this one?
Well, they're just called aerial bots because they can fly.
It's just a generic term for flying Autobot, instead of what it was in the The G1 cartoon was, well, and in the comics, they were a combiner team who combined into a, well...
Superion?
Yep.
Oh, and they were specifically called the aerial bots?
Yeah.
Yes, because they were
Gotcha.
planes.
And because so few of the Autobots really flew, too, that was kind of distinct.
Yep.
Stay on the tracks if you want to get smashed to pieces.
I feel like he's having way too much fun with that.
I think he is too.
Starscream, this is Brawl. We're pinned down outside Zeta Prime.
Hey, there's Brawl.
We need air support. Excellent. Brawl is already near the Omega Key.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm smashing these. I'm just curious what's in them at this point. Yeah, that looks healthy.
Now they're gonna have to patch the bruise.
I mean, Megatron, I think, just wants to, you know, start from ground zero. I think he just wants to redecorate by rebuilding, to be honest.
Great skylights.
Fall so easy.
Yeah. He takes a decidedly ballistic approach to redecoration.
Yes.
That's well phrased.
Megatron doesn't know the meaning of redecorating. He's just
They've
going
got
to
Brawl
front face.
outnumbered down there.
Yep.
What? On Earth? They're eating him! Then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god!
I think that's Brawl just doing his thing down there.
Right,
Yeah.
right, got it.
Grab some cover!
That guy's got a big shield because he's just saying, please shoot me in the back.
Right? Not, you know, I'm gonna put some extra shielding on my back. It's just gotta all be up front. Will you explode already?
He's trying.
Well, tell him to try faster.
Try harder to explode.
Tell him to explode faster, Chezni.
Alright, but I don't think he'll listen.
Does anybody ever listen to this?
Soundwave. Or not Soundwave, Starscream.
I don't think Starscream listens either.
He did in that first episode when he had his tail between his legs. It's like, what's that, Lord Megatron? Yes, of course, Lord Megatron. Let me go off and get you that Dark Energon right away, Lord Megatron.
Well, he was very intent on that booty call.
Yeah, he was turned on. Also, who the fuck is banging out there?
It's Cream. Our cat.
I thought it was coming from the wall. Either that or we've got multiple banging going on. Cream is very insistent. She wants to be out here. Supreme is not out here, because otherwise you would be hearing her over the mic giving me headbutts.
Snipers across the street!
This isn't an exaggeration, she just knows that. And I love it, it's adorable, just not when I'm on a headset, like when I'm at work. Is that it? You guys were making a big deal about snipers. Is that all the snipers there were?
Oh no, they're snipers.
Oh no?
Well, I mean, there's still that dude.
It's like fish in a barrel. Literally.
Well, I mean, you're in a very good spot for that.
Let us speak with Brawl then. I want to hear how my war is going.
Phrasing? Okay.
Waiting for your orders, Megatron.
Hey Brawl, how is the explosions? Are you Brawl? No, you're not. Where is Brawl? Probably where there flew arrows indicating, huh?
I am generic Decepticon 7.5.
I am honored you thought I was Brawl, however.
The Autobots are dug in, and our precious air commander won't provide support. Enough excuses.
Color
Where
me
is Zeta
surprised.
Prime? He's just beyond
Shocked
those doors,
even.
Lord Megatron.
So, is it only through the power of Dark Energon that they've been able to just do all this and kind of attack Cybertron?
Impossible!
I think.
It will take more than a speck of Dark Energon to breach the armor of our vaults.
Oh!
Surrender now, Megatron, and I will consider sparing your life. You dare threaten me?
You know, his helmet is surprisingly Galvatron shaped.
Yeah, the irony is kind of funny. Alright.
Great, here we go.
Brawl! Call in the Dark Energon bomber!
Oh, Megatron's
But
mad.
Megatron,
Pissed.
there's too much firepower. Do as I have ordered, Brawl! Yes, Megatron.
Yes, Lord Megatron. Right away, Lord Megatron. Please don't take off my head, Lord Megatron.
I assume the guy in the projector is a Mega Supreme.
No. That was Sentinel Prime.
Sentinel Prime?
I see.
Omega Supreme is huge. Like, he is, I think, the final boss for the Decepticon campaign. And he's huge.
Oh, he's the one who turns into the base.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think in the Autobot campaign, it's Trypticon that's the final boss.
Yeah,
Maybe?
yeah, it's
I make
Trypticon.
a suggestion. Disabling the anti-aircraft guns would open the way for our air support. An excellent thought, Brawl.
Wait.
Carry it
They
out.
called for air support and the plane flew into the wall.
Those guns.
The anti-aircraft guns took it out.
Oh.
So they're like, take out those guns, and that will help. And they're like, no shit.
Wait, are the machines flying other non-transforming machines?
Yes.
Probably.
Is that
It isn't
normal?
als-
Yes.
Yeah, it's also entirely possible that they could be flying Transformers that are actually transformed or dead.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they do with Trypticon later. It's not that weird, unfortunately.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's what they did in More Than Meets the Eye after,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the Necrobots base.
They're like, oh, we have no ship to get off. We're just gonna take this Decepticon mass ship and fly his dead corpse off planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's... I'm not even paraphrasing or exaggerating. That's
pretty much
yeah.
pretty much what they did.
Megatron's like, hey, you guys got that.
They're gonna chop us to pieces!
No one turns back. Destroy those guns by any means necessary. You heard, Lord Megatron.
Or take them, maybe?
Decepticons, lay down cover fire while we take that building.
Ultra Magnus, that's who I was thinking. A Mega Supreme was for some reason.
Wow,
Oh.
that was wildly inaccurate.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's because both of their names are like 2 words.
Yeah. I can see that.
Move, Decepticon.
Right? He's like, no, I'm safe here.
You're not safe behind me if I decide to shoot you. Oh my god. Why? Why do you keep spawning? Just stop already.
Yeah, the real question is why they're like, well, we were shooting down this hallway at the people coming at us. Maybe if I do it, I'll fare better than the guy who died last time.
Right?
That one at least tried to point the gun at you.
I love physics! Like, the physics of this is so weird. He just went flying backwards.
But yeah, they're like, someone from the side is shooting us. Oh well, I'll just run and grab this gun.
Up there without killing all of them.
Gotta protect the anti-air guns.
No! Hit the Autobots while they're distracted.
Like, maybe I'm supposed to be moving, but I like my idea better than just keep coming because they're idiots.
Record activity must be reported immediately. Decepticon. Shot on sight. Report up.
Why I hit that? I didn't hit that either.
It's our not working computer.
There. The gun control.
Yes! I know! I was trying to hit them, Max!
You had to smash that guy over the head first.
Megatron really wanted to smash that guy over the head first. Okay, so now we've got Dark Energon affecting the aircraft guns. And everything else, to be honest.
The controls are open.
The Dark Energon's too much.
Oh, this is very hectic.
Punched our tickets. I thought Dark Energon was on our side.
Roll. Pull in the bar.
Megatron's like, moving on!
Right.
This is Starscream.
Dark Energon
God.
does not give a shit.
I won't have
Neither
you
does
wasting
Megatron
more
in
of
about
my
3 seconds.
I see.
Pretty much.
When did they become your ship, Starscream?
Oh, Lord Megatron. I didn't realize you were there.
I mean,
There's a
yes!
forward request. Approved. But it will be a few cycles before the bombers can reach you. I'm afraid you'll just have to be patient.
We've got Autobot reinforcements headed
When
our
did
way.
Starscream grow a spine?
Right?
Decepticon.
Apparently when the booty call turned out to be unsatisfying.
Yeah, are we assuming that already happened and that he was not satisfied with how that went? I mean...
Either that or he's pissed off that Megatron did not notice him.
He didn't comment on how pretty and shiny he was the last time they met.
Bridge, Megatron.
Weapons abnormal. Heads up, Decepticon. Weapons overheated.
Hey, Chezni is still there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I was talking earlier, wasn't I?
Maybe I'm not paying as much attention.
That's it? We beat him?
No.
I might have been cutting out
There's
through Discord,
no
I'm not
way
sure.
The Autobots would give up that easily. Agreed, Brawl. Everyone, hold fast and stay alert.
Strangely quiet as those lasers are being fired over there.
Autobot ground vehicle approaching.
I was just so mesmerized by watching the machine gun fire. It was
Machine
addicting
guns
to
make
watch.
you happy.
Yes.
They're firing from the windows.
It's actually quite satisfying every time to see Al zoom in and just shoot things.
Well, I'm glad you're entertained. Yeah,
See, that one's less satisfying. It's not dying.
What?
Make it die.
Make it die. This is why I like the things that I like the weapons that kill them in like one hit. You know?
Yeah. Specs, what's your favorite weapon of choice?
I don't think I actually have a preference for any of the weapons, because I'm not good with sniper rifles. I'm mostly just a spray and pray, sort of.
It's a machine gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing machine gun. Actually, I think that lines up as well with the previous levels that you played. I remember seeing you get
yeah, I think I mostly had machine guns. Either that or, well, playing with the melee weapons. Or melee.
I like the stab.
Yes.
I'm a fucking star.
Well, when I remember to transform.
Yeah. As funny as it sounds, in a Transformers game.
You kind of forget you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, will you die already?
I wonder if you
Megatron
can
is
shoot the screen.
The screen?
Because there's a screen that's occasionally...
Oh.
I was like, no, you can't have it face the camera, was the way I was interpreting that in my head. Finally, Jesus.
Make sure that the canon of the plot of Megatron versus all Cybertronian ads continue.
I mean, I would be into that. That would be funny to me. The real reason Megatron fucking lost it is because he was tired of ads.
Right. My fellow Decepticons, do you realize that every day you are assaulted by 20,000 different advertisements?
But they're all
Where's
from
the
2
decency?
ad agencies on the entire planet?
Oh gosh, that's just making me wonder if someone's done an ad agency AU, where they're basically competing ad agencies instead of competing factions.
Right. Megatron is just busting up the
Oh
monopoly.
my god! I have to do that again! I barely got right to the end, but I died!
Maybe it saved.
Well, I'm hoping I don't have to do all of them again, maybe?
Yeah.
No, you're probably gonna have to do kill all of them again.
This is not a machine gun turret. I did not know these existed.
Yeah, that looks like a fusion gun cannon turret thing.
I mean, I'm okay with this, to be honest.
Maybe.
I prefer
Yeah, that's
things
me.
not having to shoot things a zillion times. And that's very satisfying.
Satisfying to watch. I hate using things like this.
Well, that's why you give me all the bigger ones here.
It is true.
I have better aim than you anyway.
Aim? What's that?
I know.
Food?
You're like, machine gun, shotgun, what aim? There is no aim, there is only shoot.
Although you need to aim where they're going to be.
I
not
know!
where they are. At least killing those guys is easier with this thing.
Oh, thank God.
Like, this is going a lot faster than the other one did.
Where was shooting at me? You or shooting
Oh,
at
they're
me?
from the ground, yeah.
A tiny boy.
A tiny boy is shooting me. A tiny boy must die.
Tiny dead boy.
Tiny dead boy.
I'm the fastest thing on 4 wheels.
No one's arguing that point, but is that really necessary to bring up right now?
Well, I feel like
Ugh, I keep hitting the wrong button.
he's channeling drag strip.
We're gonna get slaughtered.
Stop your
Wait,
whining,
he goes from, I'm the fastest thing on 2 wheels to, we're gonna get slaughtered.
Oh, I thought an Autobot said
Megatron,
that.
they're everywhere.
Oh, did he?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they have particularly a wide range of voice actors.
Yeah, at least certainly not for the little guys.
Oh, did you rip that thing off?
I did, I wasn't trying to.
The Nucleon Shock Cannon.
Which apparently I like much more than the other guns.
Well, Nucleon makes sense considering what it actually does in the comic canon.
Oh wait, it's a real thing?
Yeah, Nucleon is basically a heavy-duty power-up, but it prevents transforming in the Marvel comics.
Oh.
And it may or may not also kind of fuck with them. Because I think, like, Grimlock ends up an Action Master because of it, and an Action Master is a Transformer who doesn't transform.
Gotcha.
It's been a while since I've done anything since I've read any of those.
Are you running around punching corpses?
They were still alive. They were still shooting at me. They had to die. Look, I'm taking the one thing of ammo from it, alright? Don't judge me.
Like, Nucleon is apparently an actual thing, rather than just Nucleon and Transformers. Oh, giant...
Oh, goody.
I want to play as
that's...
that guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to be that thing.
Split up and flank him. Use the debris
Okay.
for cover.
Yeah, Nucleon is an incredibly powerful energy source capable of being used as fuel by a Transformer, but though it can give great strength and power and is even revived the non-functional, it has terrible side effects, to quote the TF Wiki.
Alright.
And yeah, one really common side effect is loss of transformation.
shoot the crotch.
So would you be stuck as whatever form you were in when you took it?
Possibly. Mostly, I think they were stuck in robot mode.
Gotcha. And yeah, owls, you are definitely shooting the crotch.
That's right! The reticle turned red! Don't judge me!
For obvious reasons.
Obviously. I'm sorry, Soundwave, but I'm really glad he's aiming at you and not me.
Soundwave is over there. Just, oh my gosh, what's going on? I mean, didn't even break a sweat. Thanks, boss.
See that? I did that. All me.
Oh
Breakdown.
my god.
Decepticons
Breakdown,
into the
do you want to
vaults.
die?
A brilliant addition to
Well,
You know what? You know what I'm having for dinner tonight? Your ass.
Dead End is the one with the death wish.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that end?
Another Stunticon. He sounds very British in the G1 cartoon.
Yeah, like, don't really remember him. I only know him because you like him.
He's a Porsche. Or Porsche.
That's funny. Why?
Breakdown's a
are they-
Lamborghini.
word with you, Zeta Prime.
Yes.
Give me the Omega
Were the
key,
Decepticons the
and
ones
I
Stars
may
remade?
spare what's left
No,
of your city.
that was the Combaticons.
Gotcha.
The Stunticons are the ones that Megatron stole like the key to Vector Sigma for.
Right. Right. I knew there was something. Like, they were created somehow.
You know,
Yeah.
they should make Conicons. Cons that were made specifically for cons.
I look forward to
Why are you
debating
like
that
this,
with you
Chezni?
in person. Another instrument.
They'd be great at cons.
I think I think Megatron's like the worst customer. Like, I will come into your store and you will process this return. Or so help me, Primus.
You will give me a refund of $39.99.
Right.
Sir, that's not how this works. I don't think you understand. You will give me a refund.
Right?
Decepticons, onward.
Seems accurate.
Also, did somebody get flattened?
Yep.
Yes.
Static machinery
Oh,
won't stop
jeez.
me, Zeta
Which
Prime.
is why I'm waiting until that
Watch out, Megatron! You're gonna get smushed!
Bitch! I've done this before.
But Breakdown said he didn't say smashed or flattened. He said smushed.
Yes.
Smush.
He baby.
You realize that by now.
Smush, smush, smush.
Breakdown baby. It's just funnier when I try to connect that this eventually became the breakdown in Prime. Because same continuity and all, and my brain hurts.
Is he the one who loses the eye?
Yep. Same character, supposedly.
Yep.
Yoink.
I'll be checking that.
Come down here, Zeta Prime. And I will give you the answer. I shall remain where I am. This vantage point.
You don't understand, Megatron. I'm this level's boss. I wait in a room while you dispatch all of my minions.
My will controls this entire chamber, Megatron.
He's acting like he's so
this.
tough. He's just standing in a
this.
bubble.
Oh no, I remember this.
The floor is glowing. It's everywhere.
No, no, the floor is lava. Oh, jeez.
I did not move fast enough.
That's concerning.
No!
The key is within my.
Can I skip? No. Am I just gonna have to watch this a zillion times? No.
I think you
what?
just have to.
They spent a lot of time on that cinematic. You're gonna watch.
I need only close my hand to crush the
Zeta Prime spends a lot of time in that hologram to make himself look super buff.
It's everywhere.
Right?
He's gonna smash us.
Yes, I got that much.
Oh wait, so he's not even smashing you with a hologram. He's just smashing you with random metal things.
Yeah, but he's still posing with the hologram, you know?
Yeah.
That part is important.
Right? And I know this is probably a stupid question, but why doesn't he just make all of them come down at the same time?
You see now, Megatron?
It's because he wants to feel powerful.
Your theatrics.
I think he can.
I agree! I agree that I think they are theatrics!
Yeah. Now he's gonna make these tiny boys come after you. Even though he's sitting there safe in that bubble.
I'm just saying, not all the time does Megatron have no reason to be mad at the Autobots, you know? When their leaders
Yeah.
are like this, he's got a point.
Also, wait, are those fake Autobots?
And they're his holograms.
Apparently, he just does stuff with solid light holograms.
Right?
Duplicates of Zeta Prime. How not? Is that all, Zeta? A pathetic army of Energon clones.
Oh, Energon
Is
clones.
that the best you can do?
So that's what Megatron did in G1.
Here, I have limitless power.
Huh?
With all those clones of everyone he
Oh! Well, I don't think they're holograms, unfortunately.
No, I know. They don't have the shininess.
But our machinery is more resilient than you realize. Alert, alert. Zeta Prime is modifying the room.
Oh, come on! I thought I had gotten away.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch what hit you.
It was another smashy thing. Thankfully it's saving, so I don't have to do all of that again.
So Specs, what does Zeta Prime usually do? I actually haven't really seen anything with Zeta Prime.
Zeta Prime is actually not a character I remember seeing very much about.
Well,
He's probably
he can't
just
break
one of
them
the-
all down, Chezni. Oh shit.
Oh, he just can't bring them down when they're close to you. Or, oh. No, I'm dumb. I just now realized the red markings on the floor indicate he's going to bring them back. Just now. You are probably very happy that we are not playing with you.
You would have gotten crushed so many times.
Yes.
Okay, Zeta Prime is apparently from the original Transformers cartoon from the third season, I think, but I don't think he had a very big part. I think he's mostly from the 2005 IDW continuity.
See,
Gotcha.
bastard in that one too.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's like a bastard in the Marvel not Marvel.
In G1.
Yeah, in the original G1 cartoon, but yeah. IDW, he's definitely an asshole.
All of the Primes are assholes in IDW, even Prime, or even Optimus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay off the glowing
Also,
floors if you
rewind.
wish to live.
Did Breakdown say, "You are such a nerd, Soundwave"?
Yes.
He's lucky it's not the Soundwave from Prime.
Well, I mean, it is, technically.
Oh gosh.
In a rather technical way, yes. Except he gets a very heavy-duty makeover for Prime.
Well, I think the sort of running implication is that he got very heavily damaged at some point before the start of Prime.
Well, it counts as a heavy-duty makeover.
Then he scanned a, what, stealth drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think that if you're gonna give him a vehicle mode, I think that's a really good vehicle mode for Soundwave. I don't
Shoot the big
remember.
glowy thing! Shoot it!
Thanks, Breakdown. Thanks, baby.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
trying, baby. You're trying.
Super helpful.
Hashtag shoot the glowy thing.
Oh,
He's
yes,
like,
it can.
No! How could you kill me while I sat here in my bubble?
Not so tough now, are ya?
Right.
You were saying,
Whoa.
I'll take that key and your spark, and I'm
Key
done.
is mine. The core of Cybertron is mine.
I think there's going to be some boom.
Your spies were misinformed, Megatron. That
You can
device
still
only
talk?
activates the key to the core. But don't worry, the Omega key will come to you.
Omega activated. Power optimal.
Oh, snap.
Mission. Destroy Megatron.
Well, they've definitely got the speech pattern right.
Yup, and he a big boy.
Yes, he is.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that's still fun, even though there's not, 3 of us idiots running around. There is only but one idiot running around, again, I'm sad I can't play Soundwave, but join us next time for Chapter 4, Death of Hope. I'm out.
Nice. I'm Specs.
I'm Chezni.
Have a good day.